Key Functions of Leadership and Management with Finn from Manchester. Hello and welcome to the Daily Chit Chat, the news series here on BBC News. My name is Finn Dowser and today we're going to have a leisurely chat about leadership and management and the differences in management styles. On our show today we have this coming up for you. A countdown, a number 3 spot, and a number 5 spot. All very exciting stuff to come up today. Anyway, let's start off with the differences between leadership and management. Quite frankly, until I read the definition 1,000 times, I didn't understand the difference, but now I do. A leader, according to the IBO, is someone who influences and inspires others to get things done. A leader fosters motivation, respect, trust and loyalty from the workforce. Leadership is the process of influencing and inspiring others to achieve organisational objectives with no definite time frame in mind. The main difference here to a manager is that they tend to focus on achieving specific goals within a definite time frame. Management is defined by Mary Parker Follett as the art of getting things done through people. There are 5 leadership and management styles, some being relatively similar to each other and some being completely different. Therefore, welcome to the top 5 leadership styles. Number 5. The autocratic leader. An autocratic leader in a nutshell is Kim Jong-un. It is someone that is pretty much in a dictatorship. The manager will tell his employers what to do without giving them too much freedom to execute it in their way. One disadvantage would be that the working culture might not be very enjoyable and people might be demotivated. However, this leadership style suits minimum wage jobs where there's only one proper way of doing things. Number 4. The paternalistic leader. This is the type of leader you would most probably find in a local family-owned business, like a small restaurant or cafe. This type of leadership is when your manager treats you like family, who is always taking care of you, making sure that your personal well-being is all well. They would sacrifice their own free time to help you and your problems so that you would be able to be as productive as possible. A large positive is that you're most probably going to feel comfortable and motivated working there, yet some people might take this for granted and continuously come late or abuse this love and care. Number 3. The democratic leader. As the name already suggests, the democratic leader is someone that will listen to everybody's opinion before making a decision. This is a good way for the company to have its employees motivated, since they will all know that their voices are being heard if there are any concerns. One big disadvantage, however, is that decision-making will take longer. However, with listening to the input of others, you will be able to make better decisions with more perspectives. This method of leadership might not really work in large companies unless it is the CEO with managers from different sectors of the company, where it could be very effective if it comes to large company decisions. Number 2. Laissez-faire. Laissez-faire is a leadership method which I believe is the best one. In this leadership method, the manager sets the task that has to be done and the date by when it has to be done, and then the workers get the freedom to do their job the way they see fit. The reason why I think this is the best method is because you are given the freedom to do your work. This will especially have your workers motivated and willing to stay at the company. This leadership style is often used by CEOs of large companies nowadays, where the CEO gives the managers lots of freedom in how to organise their sectors and how best to get their jobs done. There's one drawback, however. I think that this leadership method should only be used when someone has already been at the company for long enough time to know how everything works. Number 1. Situational leadership. Situational leadership is a leadership style that, unlike the others before, is not based on any single dominant approach. In essence, it's about the right leadership style for the right situation. For example, a crisis requires an autocratic leadership style, whereas a laissez-faire approach can be adopted by leaders who have highly skilled and empowered staff. Some questions should be asked if you're situational leadership to see which leadership style would be best now. For example, what type of culture exists within the organization and what are the group norms? How much trust do leaders have in their employees? How experienced are they as leaders? And what is their preferred leadership style? Are hierarchical structures tall or flat? How large is the span of control? To what extent are the tasks difficult, urgent, and important? Are the tasks routine and low-skilled or highly complex? What are the level of skills, motivation, and unity of the employees? How many employees are there? With all these questions answered, you can then proceed and decide which leadership would suit best in which situation. Now that we went through this list of the 5 different leadership styles, we've reviewed the 5 leadership styles, as well as we've learned the difference between management and leadership. The only thing is that the IB pretty much doesn't care about the difference between leadership and management, because if you say leadership to management, according to the textbook, they're completely okay with it. Anyway, that was me, Finn Dowsett, from the Daily Chit Chat, and now I'll leave you with the making of, which will be pretty much just fast forward time 64 and you'll see absolutely nothing. Have a nice evening and enjoy the day.
You say you love me, I say you crazy, we're nothing more than friends. You're not my lover, more like a brother. I know you since we were like 10. Yeah, don't mess it up, talking that shit. Only gonna push me away, that's it. When you say you love me, that made me crazy. Here we go again. Don't go look at me with that look in your eye. You really ain't going nowhere without a fight. You can't be reasoned with them, don't be impolite. I've told you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000 times. Haven't I made it obvious? Haven't I made it clear? Want me to spell it out for you? Friends. Haven't I made it obvious? Haven't I made it clear? Want me to spell it out for you? Friends. Have you got no shame? You looking insane, turning up at my door. It's 2 in the morning, the rain is pouring. Haven't we been here before? Don't mess it up, talking that shit. Only gonna push me away, that's it. Have you got no shame? You looking insane. Here we go again. So don't go look at me with that look in your eye. You really ain't going nowhere without a fight. You can't be reasoned with them, don't be impolite. I've told you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000 times. Haven't I made it obvious? Haven't I made it clear? Want me to spell it out for you? Friends. Haven't I made it obvious? Haven't I made it clear? Want me to spell it out for you? Friends. That's how you spell friends. Friends. Get that shit inside your head. No, yeah. Friends. We're just friends. So don't go look at me